To make a spiderweb earring or pendant, you're going to need 22 gauge half hard jewellery making wire. I'm using silver. You can use what colour you want. Also going to need 28 gauge wire. This is a very fine wire, 28 gauge or 26, but it needs to be very fine. The tools that you're going to need is chain nose pliers, square nose pliers, flush cutters, round nose pliers, a ruler. If you're going to make it into a pendant, if you're going to make it into like a necklace, you'll need some chain to attach it to the spider web. You'll also need a lobster clasp, a large jump ring that can open a smaller one, and if you're going to put any, you could put beads at the sides here. You can attach, if you're going to attach beads, you can have 6 beads, or you can just attach one, or you don't need to attach any beads. But the beads I'm using are quite small beads. I think they look better, but you can use bigger beads if you want, but I use small beads. Put bead at the top or at the edges, or none at all, that's fine. Now, if you're going to make this spider web into earrings, then you need earring wire for each earring. And you'll have to make this twice. So we're going to start off by cutting the 3 lengths of wire. I've cut mine to 2" each. That's from the 22 gauge half hard wire. You're going to cut, taking the flush cutters, which are these, and measuring it like that. Just put my finger about here, and then you're using the flat side, you're gonna cut the wire. So you need to cut 3 of these. It's going to be 3 of these for each pendant. Each spider web is 3. So I have already cut 3 lengths of hard half wire. These is 2 centimeters, but the bigger the wire, then the bigger the spider web will be. So you can cut what size you want. So now that I've cut 3, I'm going to put 1 down, and I'm going to put these 2 together. We're going to wrap them together. So the very thin wire that you're using, you need to cut that. So with the thin gauge wire, you're going to cut it to 5 inches. So I've cut it to 5 inches, and I'm just going to take the 2 of the half hard 22 gauge wire, and I'm going to wrap it together. So I'm going to place it, go in the middle, try and keep them together. So keep them together, try and keep them together. I'm going to move a bit, and I'm going to wrap it round 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Try and keep it together. I don't know if you can see that. And the other one, I'm just going to wrap it round once like that. And we're going to push it together. I don't know if you can see. Try and keep these nice in the centre. So they're in the centre like that, and then this should be right in the middle, the little thin wire. So then we're going to open it so it looks like a cross. So you see, it should look like that, a cross. Then we're going to take the other piece of wire that I have cut. I'm going to place it across. It's a little fiddly, but that's okay. So I'm going to place it across, and I'm going to take the wire and wrap it round like that. Turn it, wrap it round, turn it again, and wrap it round. Bring it right up. We're trying to keep these all together. It will move a bit, but that's all right. Try and keep like that. That one's going to move a bit. So I'm going to, I think I'll pick up one of my pliers. I'll pick up my flat nose pliers and wrap it around. It's quite a thin wire. We'll wrap it around and then move again. Wrap it around. Like so. I'm going to get the end of it. And I'm going to wrap it around and go inside. Bring it up like that. Try and keep it nice and tight. Still it's moving a bit, so I'm going to take this other bit and I'm going to wrap it around, going in between. That's it. I'm wrapping it. I'm wrapping around. Oops, in between the spider web. If you can see, I'm pulling it. I'm going to wrap it around like that. Another bit there. And wrap it right round. There's going to be a little bit of wire there, so I'm going to push it down and tuck it in. Any wire sticking out, just push it down and press it in. So any excess bit, you're just gonna, I think I'll pick up my chain nose pliers and I'm just gonna press it in because I don't want no sharp bits. You're just gonna press it in. Oh, there's a bit there. So that excess bit, I'm gonna pull it. Any excess is going to be kind of just tucked in. So there's no sharp edges now. So it should look like, you can see you've got six legs and it's all secured nicely. So just have like an intricate design on the inside. It should look like this, all secure. I want to use my gold wire to wrap it round, but I've run out. So I'm going to have to use this other silver thin one. First of all, we're going to go underneath. Hold it with my thumb and then wrap it up round. All right, so I'm holding it now like that. Got this here, wrapping it right round. Go to the next wire, go to the next leg, wrapping it round. Trying to keep me. All right, move this out of the way. Keep this down here. Go to the next leg, wrap it underneath, hold the wire down underneath here, bring it right round, pulling it tight. Underneath again, and underneath again, wrap it right round, keeping it near. I'm pulling the wire as I go. Well, not too tight, but you know what I mean. Bending it round. Going underneath. Bending it round. Forming a pattern. So I'm underneath like that, and I'm bending underneath and going back up again. So you can see I'm forming a pattern. So I'm shaking the, going underneath here, underneath again, oops, I'll go under there, underneath, keeping these lines kind of close if you want, or you can have the lines more gap, have more of a gap between the lines. Just depends how you like it to look, really. So going under here, underneath, underneath again. I'm pulling it, I'm holding here with my thumb, going under and bringing it. Keep repeating the procedure. But you're not going to wrap all the way up here. You're going to leave about 1/2 inch. Because we're going to have to tuck in the ends. Or, well, we could, because we're going to add a bead and tuck in the ends. Or, if you're not adding a bead, you just tuck in the ends. So, you're going to leave enough space to tuck in. Just seeing that shape there. Let's go. That wire's a bit, kind of straighten that wire a bit. I'll go under. Keep moving. Bend it under. You can see that you're forming a pattern. And if the wire gets a bit sort of bent, then I pick up my chain nose pliers, maybe my chain nose pliers, and I just kind of straighten it a little bit because it can get a bit bent. Just keep a bit near. Wire's a bit bent there, so gonna straighten my wire a bit because I want it to look too bent. I just keep repeating it by going under, pulling the wire, going underneath, and then going next. See, this wire is getting a bit bent, so I'm gonna pick up my chain nose pliers, kind of pull it out a little bit. Going underneath. Oopsie. I think I'll have one more. I think I'll stop it and wrap it around twice. And then cut it. Get me flush cutters. And cut it. And then tuck it in. And cut a bit more, I think. Be careful, that bit might fly. And then tuck in the bit so you don't have no sharp edges. Just tuck it in there. And that other bit that I used when I first put it on, I think I'll cut a bit of that and then push it down. This bit's going to fly, so just cut a bit off. And then just kind of poke it down so there's no sharp edges. So the ends are going to be different sizes. So we're going to start tucking down the ends. Going to tuck in with the round nose pliers, just turn it in. Not turning in the ends. Round to the back. Some ends are going to be longer than some, so some I just cut a bit off, leaving like ½ inch, and then tuck it in. For the longest bit, I'm going to put on a bead. Going to thread on the bead, then pick up the round nose pliers using the tip and just turn it. And then I'll pick up my chain. So leave it open a bit, and then I'm going to put my chain on. And just close it using my chain nose pliers. So I've secured it in, and then just to put on your jump ring, so pick up the smaller jump ring, clamp it between your flat nose pliers, get your chain nose pliers and just open it across, going like that, and then pick up your lobster clasp and thread it in like that. Should look like this, and then thread in the end of the chain. Then close it. Then close it like that. Then pick up the other larger jump ring. I've got the other larger jump ring. Going to just open it across. Pick up the other side of the chain and thread it in. Just repeat the procedure by bringing it in together like that, and then closing it. I think I'll just press it down like that. So the end should look like that. Fix the ends a little bit. And for the other one, for the earring, I would turn the hoop facing this way, facing forward, like that. Have the hoop face forward, and then pick up the earring hook, push the round those pliers inside, open it, pick up the earring, place it in, and pick up your either your chain nose pliers or your flat nose pliers and close it in. Grip there and just bring it in. Keep the ball away and just bring it in like that. So that would be the earring. You can use what colour wire you want. So this is a kind of a copper colour wire, or different colours what you want to use. And my earring is a silver one with the gold in between. So if you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing and press the notification bell so YouTube lets you know that I've made another video. Please share this video to other people that want to make some jewellery. And I've put my social media links down as well, and my Etsy shop if you want to have a look at that. And I'll link some other fun jewellery that you can make.